Happy Hump Day, friends. Today's video is all about our trip to West Monroe, Louisiana. Vacation time, y'all. And just a quick note from our friends over at Blackout Coffee Company. Make sure you head over and give them a try. Links in the description. Happy Hump Day, everybody. I hope your week is going great. Today is something a little different. We just got back from a 3-day vacation. We went down to West Monroe, Louisiana, the home of the Robertsons and their museum, Duck Commander, Duck Dynasty, Buck Commander. It's all there. And it was fantastic. And I wanted to show you a little bit about our trip and some of the stuff we got. I got 2 little videos for you, little clips to show you of the places we went. But I wanted to show you, check out this awesome Buck Commander coffee, roasted by none other than John Luke Robertson, the son of Willie Robertson. We got this great. Each one of us got one of these duck calls that we got to put together ourselves in the museum. That was awesome. No, it does not sound like a duck call when I blow on it. So that requires an education that I do not have. I ended up with this really cool bracelet from my friend Mike. And I'll tell you about that. The same with this hat I got. That's part of it as well. Let's take a look at the first day of our vacation. Hold on to your shorts. Here we go. The first stop on our trip, of course, was Duck Commander, the museum. It was fantastic. The sign right there. There's Uncle Si watching us through the window. You start out with a little presentation, and then you go through, and there's so much to look at about their lives. Like that right there was super awesome. You feel like you're out in the swamp. It was wonderful. There's Willie's office, of course. The duck call room where you make your own duck call that comes with your ticket. Si asked me for directions. Then as we continued on, then we ended up seeing Phil Robertson pray for us. Then I had to tell Si directions again because he forgot them the first time. And there was lunch and the zoo. How cool was that? My favorite part is Si looking through the front doors. That's hilarious. It cracked me up as soon as we walked up to the front door. Brilliant. And so that was our first day. Now, I'm going to give you a piece of advice in case you ever want to go down to West Monroe, Louisiana. We stayed at the Quality Inn. And friends, the only thing that they did not have at Quality Inn and Suites in West Monroe, Louisiana, was quality. They did, however, have some black mold in the first room we got to, and this is not a cheap hotel there. We're talking over $100 a night. But this place was not the quality you expect from Quality Inns and Suites. All right? It just wasn't. And we were thoroughly disappointed. And I've never eaten powdered eggs that still had water in the middle of them. Never. That's never happened to me. But it did at the wonderful Quality Inn and Suites in West Monroe, Louisiana. However, their pool was nice. It's an outdoor pool. It was wonderful. The nerdy kids loved that, and so did Nerdy Wife. And even I got in the pool for a few minutes. So now let's take a look at the second day of our vacation. Let's go. So on the last day of our trip, we stopped and got beignets at a really great little bakery and food truck. It was pretty awesome. Can't go without getting beignets, right? There I am enjoying some. We saw Ronin Steakhouse and Sushi Bar at WFR Church. We went there to take some pictures and met Mike Kellett. And that's outside the building. He took me in and gave me the nickel tour. We looked at all sorts of stuff. It was great. Here we are having lunch on our way back. As you can see, we enjoyed it. Catfish, yes. It was only 2 days, but it was wonderful. The zoo was not very expensive, and the kids liked the fact that there was a boat ride through like the swamp where you got to see all the animals and whatnot. And that was kind of fun. As the zoo, like a city zoo, it was kind of in disrepair in places, but overall had some great animals and some fun stuff to do, including a water pad, stuff like that. It was pretty interesting. Now, I got to tell you, White Ferry Road Church, WFR Church, that was a church that Al Robertson preached at during Duck Dynasty. I don't remember offhand what his relationship is with. I know he's still a part of the church, but I don't think he's one of the pastors anymore necessarily. He may be. I could be lying. But I wanted to stop there on our way out of town and take a couple of pictures because it was the church that was in the show, right? And I love Duck Dynasty. I love the Robertsons. The story about them is just fantastic. And after I was out, we parked in the parking lot, and I took a couple pictures. And that's when I got back in the car, and Mike Kellett, he came out and introduced himself. He's one of the pastors there, and talked to us really for a good 20 minutes. And then he took me in and gave me the nickel tour, as he called it, of the church, where I met several other people that work at the church. And that's when he gave me the bracelet off his hand, or off his arm, because I asked if I could buy one, where I could get one. It's got this symbol on it. That's their church's symbol. Sorry, a little hard to see. And then I was like, can I buy a cap? And he gave it to me, this cap right here, which also, it's hard to see, but because it's camouflage, but it has the same symbols on it. And he just couldn't have been friendlier. It was a delightful time, a delightful visit with him. And everyone I met there had a smile on their face. Now, if you're planning on going and visiting, I want to go back and talk about the Duck Commander Museum. If you ever go there, I have to say, never have we been to a place on vacation other than the Ark in Kentucky, Noah's Ark. Never have I been somewhere, and I'll take that back. As great as the Ark was, there were some employees that weren't all that friendly. You get to these things where people deal with the public for hours on end. I'm sure it can be frustrating and tiring, but at Duck Commander, every single person had a smile on their face, was happy to see us, answered any questions we had, and they don't rush you through the museum. You go in, you watch a 15-minute video, and then after that, there's 15 rooms to go through full of stuff to look at and read. And you can spend all day looking at that stuff, and they're never going to come in and rush you. They're never going to come in and tell you you've been here long enough. They do not care. They are happy for you to stay and look at every little bit. It's delightful. You get to watch a video where Jace talks you through making a duck call that you get with your ticket price. You can buy a size teacup, right? And if you do, there in the gift shop, you get free tea that you get to fill it up with. Brilliant marketing strategy, in my opinion. As I said earlier, I bought a tin of coffee, and it's delightful. It's not as strong as I like it. It's not Blackout. But it's a delightful coffee that anybody can enjoy. We just had a great time. Other than the hotel being a little crappy, everybody we came in contact with and talked to was wonderful. So there you have it, friends. That's our hump day video. I just wanted to share a little bit of what we did on our vacation and the time we had and the people we met and the beignets we ate and the crawfish. Oh my goodness. It was delightful. So there you have it. We're out of here. We'll be back on Friday talking again about movies or a TV show. Who knows? You never know. For Michael at the microphone, Bob, squeaky chair in the back, and this big fat nerd, we will see you then.